I'm Alan Leveritt. I publish the Arkansas Times, and I'm going to be the speaker here on the Arkansas Times lecture series this month at the Copper Grill coming up. And I'm going to be talking about something called critical race theory, all right? But let me tell you, before you just snooze off on me, let me just kind of give you an example of what I'm talking about. When they first developed Pulaski Heights and Hillcrest, the developers ran ads in the Arkansas Gazette promising new homeowners that they would not have to look at Negro shanties and cabins because there were not going to be any Negroes allowed in Pulaski Heights or Hillcrest. Now, what they did is they had FHA mortgages. President Roosevelt had started the FHA as a way of getting government guaranteed mortgages to middle class people and to make them homeowners. And he couldn't get it done because it was considered socialism, and the Republicans were against it, and Southern Democrats were largely against it. They considered it some sort of welfare scheme. So he made a deal, and the Southern Democrats got on board when he said, okay, no black people will be allowed to have a government guaranteed mortgage, thus setting in motion to create a whole generations and generations of people who will be renters and generations of people who will be homeowners. And the homeowners happen to be white and the renters were black. So the other thing that the FHA did is they created restrictive racial covenants. And so when you got your government guaranteed loan in Pulaski Heights or in Lakewood or in Park Hill, you had to sign a covenant promising never to sell your land or your house to a black person. And it was actually a covenant with other property owners, which made you liable. So the FHA said, if anyone violates this covenant, we will stop guaranteeing loans in Pulaski Heights or Lakewood or whatever it is, and that homeowner will be liable to his neighbors. He will have a legal liability to his neighbors because he possibly might be lowering property values by letting the black family move in. So this was all baked into regulations and law, and it was legal. And basically the racism was baked into the law. And that's critical race theory. That's all critical race theory is. It's just saying that going back 400 years, slavery, segregation, you name it, FHA, was all part of a system meant to lift white people up and to keep black people down. And that's why today you have the average black family has 5% of the wealth of a white family, even though they have 60% of the income. 60% ain't good, 5% is awful. And the reason is because they couldn't own a home, and therefore they couldn't pass that wealth on to the next generation. So that's what I'm going to be talking about on Thursday, and I hope that you'll go ahead and buy a ticket. When you buy a ticket, 100% of that money goes to fund reporter salaries, okay? So we need your help, and I promise I won't bore you. I'm a fair to middling speaker. I'll even throw in a few jokes, who knows. But we want you to come, and look forward to seeing you. Thank you.